What do you think, Rowdy Ricky?
Let's get rowdy. Let's get this.
Pass and say about quick. Bring the balls.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna need them, boy. Alright, what's up everyone? So, this is gonna be a little different. We've never done this before. I'm gonna learn a lot. But we got a new project and I'm super excited. We're gonna do kind of a budget build and then into like a professional style, because my brother-in-law, he knows a lot about cars and he knows a lot about bodywork. So we're gonna try and get everything as cheap as possible, and then we're gonna overhaul it with some more professional style stuff so you can tell the difference. Just kind of see where you can get with just kind of budget things. So to start off with, like, here's some general stuff. So this is about $30 worth of stuff from Dollar General, and we're just going to start with this. You'll be able to tell. I'm going to make sure in the video you can tell. Here's a receipt. Yeah, so $30. I'm also going to do a running total, and I'm also going to put, like, if I do get things from other places, you're going to know. I'm going to put that all in the video. We're going to get a to-do list and all that, but without further ado, I'm going to do a little edit, show you the new Bronco. But there's a little tease. So let's cut to it. Alright, so first things first, we're going to clean the wheels. We're going to start with some really cheap Dollar General oven cleaner. Oven cleaner is a known pretty cheap way to clean some wheels. It is known to eat up some materials, so you have to be very careful. You have to keep it moisturized and keep the water running on it so that it doesn't ever dry on the wheel. It could leave a stain and it can eat through the metal. And then what we'll do is come back later with maybe some more expensive stuff or stuff that's made specifically for wheel cleaner and see what the difference is. Alright, so here's where we got with some just conventional oven cleaner. It actually did pretty good getting the big grimy stuff off, as you can see. It's pretty smooth. It was really hard getting stuff. That may have been tools, may have just been me. It did take a lot to get out of these holes here, which is fine. But honestly, for as cheap as oven cleaner in, if you're willing to put in some elbow grease, I think you could just use that. You have to be careful not to let it sit too long because it's not too good on your wheels, but for these old things, I think it was perfect. Alright, next we're gonna use this super clean stuff. It's a little more expensive. It's not real expensive, but I've heard good things about it, so we're gonna try that out. So as you're about to see here, this stuff actually works really well. You can tell it's actually meant for wheels, unlike the oven cleaner. The oven cleaner did a pretty good job of getting all the dirt and grime, but it did leave the wheel kind of dull. There's not a whole lot of shine to it. It's kind of got a haze to it. We'll come back through and polish all these wheels later, but as you'll see here, this stuff really gets the dirt and grime off, but it also shines it up at the same time with a lot less effort. So I would definitely go just buy the product for the wheel. It was only about $6 a bottle, so it's not gonna break your bank or nothing. So all right, and either the worst one or the second worst one, and do this one real quick as well. Alright guys, so we got the preliminary clean of the wheels, and then we're going to end up polishing them later. So they're not completely done, but they look pretty darn good. We ended up using the super clean stuff, and then on that first wheel we tried the oven cleaner. It works pretty good. It's a little more, has a lot more fume, so it's a little more harsh. And it didn't work as well, so I figured I may as well get some actual wheel cleaner. That super clean stuff ended up working pretty well. So later on we'll use the more professional products and get them all polished up real good. So next we're probably just going to clean more of the interior, look at more spots of rust and try to fix those things, and then keep this thing moving. Alright, so now that we've got most of the outside done with the preliminary cleaning, we can start doing the preliminary on the inside as well. And it's actually pretty dirty. There's a lot of residue from the previous owner, and actually the previous owner was one of my best friends, and he actually used it to go deer hunting. So there's some corn and some other deer feed in here that all get blown out, and that probably actually attracted a lot of the critters that we're going to find in here. My plan is to kind of leaf blow it out first and then hit it up with the shop vac, and then we'll get the detail later, just like we'll get the detail later on the outside. And then we'll come around after the detail of the whole thing, and we'll fix any issues that there might be, replace anything we might use, stuff like that. So anyways, let's get started. Alright, now that we got it lightly cleaned out, I'm going to take some tough stuff and kind of clean the metal up a little bit. Nothing too fancy, just get some of the surface dirt off, whatever the vacuum didn't get. So, get started. We're going to go ahead and clean the engine bay. So I'm going to do a quick before. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the battery connections off, get the electrical stuff out of here. We're going to cover the alternator, kind of cover some electrical connections like that. Back here you'll see some more electrical connections. We're in the air intake. What we're going to do is cover those with just some plastic bags. We're going to try an engine degreaser. And then we're going to try a variety of different other degreasers, and we're going to be real gentle, but we're going to get this thing looking a lot better. So as you can see, I got all the important stuff covered up. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to be smart and let this air out after we wash it anyways, but yeah, so I got all the electrical stuff and air intake, and all right, let's get started. First, I'm just going to give everything a light rinse. Nothing too crazy, nothing too hard, just get everything. Since this is a pretty dirty engine bay and it's pretty hot out today, I'm gonna just spray one area at a time and get that, and then just move along, because I don't want this stuff drying on the engine. That could be pretty bad, and leave some stains and things like that. I don't want to damage anything or make it look worse than I can, so